we're not gonna discuss the elephant in the room about where I've been for the last 2 years. But I'm just gonna start by saying, when I made those videos before, I was in high school. And now I'm in college. So hopefully y'all give me some leeway. Today's video is about all the books that I've read since my reading journey. And that's been for about a year or two as well. So let's just get right into it.
I'm a dog, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like that.
So we're actually gonna start with a book that I DNF'd because I believed BookTok that this book would be so, I don't even know, but I just know I didn't like it. I gave it like a 1 star. And that book is Normal People. I couldn't finish it. I didn't like it. I thought it was really boring. Maybe I'm not a character book based person. Give me a plot. What does this mean? But I feel like if the characters were also more lovable, I would have liked it. But like, come on. And then I ended up seeing a YouTube video of another YouTuber saying like how they didn't like it, and people in the comments were like also agreeing, and I was like, yeah, y'all are my people. I just didn't get it. So 1 stars. Next we have Fangirl by Rowell. There we go. I gave this book 3.25 stars. This was the book that actually started my reading journey. So from here on it's gonna be in order, but I had to get that first book out the way. But this book was about a girl, and she was like a fan fiction writer. She was in college. She was just going through her life, but yeah, it wasn't bad, but I just don't remember it. So next we have another kind of BookTok book that was going around that was really popular, and it is We Were Liars by Lockhart. I gave it a 3.75. I like the book. It's really short. That's why I got through it. I really like it. The writing style is a little weird at first because I'm like, is this really what's going on? Or is she just being dramatic? Like, what's going on? You really don't find out what's really happening until the end, but I like that. You might not like that, but I like that. So there was really mixed reviews about the book. I say read it. You can get through this in 1 sitting. Read it. Just do it. If you haven't, do it. If you're wondering about it, read it. Simple. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So I recommend it. Now, if you like dark romances like me, I love me a good dark romance. This next book is part of a series. It's like a 4-book series. I have not finished the series. I'm only like 2 books in, but it is Twisted Love. I gave it a 4 stars. I really liked it. Some parts, like the spicy parts, are kind of like cringy sometimes, but that's okay because it was still good. This one is like brother's best friend kind of trope. Is that a trope? I don't know. Brother's best friend type thing. He was sent there to their house to protect her or whatever because the brother was moving away. That's all I'm gonna give y'all. And it's another short one. You know, you can get through that in a few days, a week or so. And I like me a spicy book. So if you like spicy books, pick up this one. Pick up this whole series. I have the whole series. I need to get through. Now we have a thickie. This book right here is like 400 plus pages. It is really like it is really thick, okay? But I loved it. I read it in like a week. It is called Tryst Venom. I keep forgetting to say the authors, but that last book, Twisted Love, was by Huang. This one is by Penelope Douglas. This book is like high school bully, you know. It's so much. Honestly, like, you know, like some books you can't really explain. You just know that it's good. Because I'm pretty sure I gave this book a 5 stars. Like, I loved it. When I tell you I was reading this book, when I tell you I couldn't stop talking about it, like each part, because it was making me mad. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't making me mad, but I like books that provoke emotion. If the book provokes emotion, it's getting 5 stars. And if it's like a hate, then no. But I definitely was annoyed at some parts. But this book is about 2 girls, actually. It's a sapphic romance, but they're like opposites. One's like dark and like ragged and like kind of poor. The other one's like preppy, popular girl, bully, mind you. And somehow throughout all these pages, they get together. And it's kind of like, why do you even like her? You feel me? But things happen. And I think it was worth the ride. And I like it. So if you would like to read it. Okay, so we already started with We Were Liars. Now we have Family of Liars. I gave this one 4.75 stars. So obviously I like this one a little bit more. This one was easier to follow for one, and it gives you like some kind of answers of like who the family was before that book. This is the one about the adults. That one, the other one is about the kids. It's only like a 2-book duet type series. I don't think there's any more coming out. So yeah, we're about to get into a very problematic author. There's a lot of things that people have said about this author that are not so good, that are about her personally. I am kind of a person to separate the person from their art. And we're gonna do this because this next book, I gave it 5 stars. I personally liked it, and that book is November 9 by Colleen Hoover. Okay, when you think about it, like for real, you wouldn't want to be with the guy in this book, because it's just like, you ruined my life. He literally ruined her life based off of something that he could have done. I'm not even gonna get into it because that's like the biggest part of the book. So I'm not gonna give it away. This is spoiler free. If you just throw away the realistic bits, you get a good book, and I rated it 5 stars. That's all I'm gonna say. Another Colleen Hoover book that I gave 5 stars was Regretting You. Now this book, whoa, it actually did take me by surprise. It did, because of if you know, you know what the plot twist was. It wasn't as problematic as that other book, as November 9. It's not as problematic as that book. That being said, if you want to get into Colleen Hoover, I recommend starting with this one, because like it's the one that makes the most sense to me. It's definitely gonna shock you unless you're good at finding things out. I might not be that good at finding things out, but I get 5 stars. Now we have another Penelope Douglas book, and it is called Punk 57. This book angered me so much, I had to stop reading it for like a good few months. And it's not even that the book is bad. It's not a bad book. It's just like, what? Like, I wouldn't be mad if that happened, you know? Because the main character, the woman, she was mad at the guy for something that I don't think I'll be mad at. But that's just me personally.
Talking to each other through like the online or whatever. They never see each other. Well, they used to know each other. They were friends in elementary school. You know, they grow up in a party or whatever.
It definitely gets spicy. It's another spicy one. I liked it though. I gave it a good rating, so it's not a bad book. Now, dun, 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 Twist the Game. I did that because she's a princess. So this is book 2. Ooh, did it hit me? Don't try to fight me. I give it a 5 stars. I love this one. This one right here, this is the one. This is the one. It's so good. Their banter, it's literally enemies to lovers, because they hate each other at first, like real bad. They hate each other. She doesn't want him as a bodyguard. He's a bodyguard, and she's a princess. That's all I'm gonna say. They're not supposed to be together, but obviously something gonna happen. I loved it. It make you think. It'd be like, how are they gonna get together? Are they gonna be together? Are they supposed to be doing this? Ooh, I say read it. Read the whole series. But when I read the other 2 books, I'll let y'all know how I feel about the series as a whole. But this one right here is my favorite so far. Now, as y'all can see, a lot of the books that I have read have been like romance or whatever. These next 2 books are thrillers, and they are by Freida McFadden. If you already know, then you know. But it's the Housemaid duet little series. So I'm gonna start with the first one. This one I gave 5 stars. It is the best one in my opinion. I don't care what nobody says. I've heard people say that the second one is better. Not to me at least. But this one right here, when I tell you the twist, it just be like, whole time, what? So yeah, you like, I can't even give out no details, I'm sorry, but there's obviously a housemaid. She's going to clean up these rich people's house. Rich people always have problems. That's all I'm gonna say. We all know it. Rich people, for some reason, always have problems. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay? What you think you know, you don't know. So read it and find out. Like, come on. Then The Housemaid's Secret, it's also good. I gave it 4 stars. That one I gave 5 stars. This one I gave 4 stars. It's also good. But it's just like, why are we doing the runaround? We're doing the runaround in this book. And I just felt so bamboozled throughout like the first half of the book. Because like I said, what you think you know, you don't know. And that's real good for a thriller. So Freida McFadden, she ate these books up. No crumbs left behind. I would recommend that book to anybody. And everybody. Even if you don't read thriller, that first book might get you into thriller books. Like it did for me. So now we have a book from my childhood. I've had this book, right? I've had it, but I just, for some reason, didn't read it at the time. I watched the movie mad times, but I just never read the book. And the book came out first. And that book is Coraline. Oop, the glare is killing me. Coraline by Neil Gaiman. However you say his name. There you see. I read it. I gave it 4 stars. It's definitely not like the movie. There's no YB. The other parents are described differently. Coraline is described differently. Her clothes are kind of different. The colors are crazy to me. I don't know why she was wearing some of the outfits, but that's besides the point. This book is honestly a little bit more scary, but I feel like Coraline's personality was really left out of the book. She seems like a kid in this one. You know, in the movie she's like a tween. She's kind of like in the in-between stages. In this one she's like literally a kid, and it's just like, that's more traumatizing to be going through this, you know? So yeah, I recommend it. This next book is a graphic novel. I gave it 5 stars. You know, quick little thing. I read it in like 2 days. It is called Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. I think that's how you say it. This one is about 2 boys. A little MLM, man loving man book. His boyfriend in the beginning of the book is real bad. We don't like him. It was just, well, it wasn't even his boyfriend. That's what gets me. It wasn't even his boyfriend, but he was doing the most. Anyways, and just being weird. Like, calm down. We're not even together and you being weird. Relax. But then, you know, these 2 get their moment, and that's on period. So if you like cutesy romances, and this one is about, they're in high school too, and it's kind of relatable. I was like, oh, 5 stars. And I'm reading the second one, so I'll let you guys know how that book goes. So that is it for my YouTube video today. Those are all the books that I've read on my reading journey so far. I think I have a pretty good selection. I maybe need to get into a few more genres, but I like what I like so far. I like me a good dark romance. I like me a good cutesy little romance, but I really like dark. Like, cutesy is kind of like predictable sometimes, but I like me a dark romance more. Getting into thriller is really hitting the spot for me, so I might get into some more thriller books. But yeah, that's all I got so far. Coraline is actually a horror, because that genre is kind of scary, like I said. Am I into horror books? I don't really know yet. Maybe if I find another good one, maybe. So thank you for watching. I hope that you like it. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope that you like the book content. If you don't, you can like put in the comments what kind of videos that you'd like to see from now on, and I will try to deliver. Am I gonna try to be more active? Yes. I don't have no schedule or nothing because, like I said, I am in college. But I hope that you guys enjoyed, and see you next time. I need a thumbnail. So let's